Hey everyone, welcome to Next Corner. Today, I want to talk to you about my rating system, because I'm sure everyone has different rating systems and how they rate books. For me, I'll go through them by 5 stars, working my way down to 1 star, I guess. So I use Goodreads quite a bit, and I use it as a rating system for books that I've enjoyed and books I haven't enjoyed. And you might notice I put up a lot of 5 star and 4 star reviews, and that's because I've been nitpicking the books I read. I go and I look for the books that are best represented in reviews and the ones that people love the most. So, of course, they're going to end up being high rated books, and they deserve it generally. Usually, for me, a 5 star rating means you've done excellent character work. Your story was engrossing, like I was hooked the entire time. Um, that your narrative never slipped, that you had an amazing beginning, middle, and end, as well as just a theme that I really enjoyed. And that's what gives you a 5 star rating from me. So, like, when I'm reading these Stephen King books, I have seriously gone through his 60 some books and found what people claim to be his best. And that's why a lot of his books are hitting the right place with me, because they are all books I'm enjoying. Now, when I get to other books like Needful Things and The Talisman and Tommyknockers and Dreamcatcher, things like that, I imagine I'm not going to like them as much, or maybe I'll love them more. I don't know, but those are sort of his books that people don't care for as much. But we will see. I'm willing to go there, and I'm willing and waiting to give him a 3 or a 2 star rating if I think his book deserves it. A 4 star rating means that you were missing an element from the 5 star rating that just felt like a hole in the story for me. For instance, I rated Robert Jordan's The Dragon Reborn a 4 out of 5 because it had a lot of repetitiveness, which it didn't need. And that was its really only downfall. And otherwise, it was a fantastic read. So it was close to a 5 star, but it was a 4 star. So it had awesome character points. It had a great beginning, middle, and end. It was very well plot driven. I just found that when you would read, and it was more than on one occasion, where you would read a few things happening and then a few chapters later the same thing was happening. Like he was explaining the same thing over again, and I don't like that, so that's why. Now, for 3 star rating, it means that you're probably missing 2 or more of the elements of a 5 star rating. It means your character work is lacking, maybe the theme wasn't right, maybe your language in the book did not fit the type of book you were writing. I had that issue with J.P. Harker's Wildcat. The book was fantastic. He did his homework. Everything seemed great except for it was modern language mixed with Roman times characters. It just didn't sit right. So that's why it was a huge part of it, because it took away from the theme and it took away from the story in a sense. But overall, his story was fantastic and it was well done. So, you know, a 3 is not a bad rating. It's a pass with room for improvement. A 2 star rating means that you did not get a pass. It means you're missing 4 or more of those elements that make up my 5 star rating. So that means either your characters are bad, your story is bad, your beginning or middle or end is bad, you are not making the theme well, maybe your writing is off, or perhaps your language is wrong for what you were writing. I don't like the word wrong, because that doesn't make sense, because there's no wrong way to write a book. There's just a right way to get the book right. If you write a book wrong, you still wrote it and you still did your job. It just may not be the best product that it could be. A 1-star rating is going to be a 0 to 1, which means you have missed a whole pile of stuff and the book should have probably never been published. I have a book in my drawer that's never going to be published. It's probably a 1 to 2 to 0 star rating, somewhere in there, because it was the first thing I did, and it doesn't mean it's good. The second thing I did is better. It doesn't mean that it's better than a 1, 2, or a 0 star rating. It just means I feel like it's a better piece of work. So when I pick up an author's piece of work that's gone through their hands, an editor's hands, and a publisher's hands, I want a finished piece of work that is good, that I am paying my hard-earned money for. I want to enjoy the story. I want to go through it and be there and involved in it. And I want to rant and rave about it afterwards. I want to talk about it with you guys. And it's one of those things that I'm so in love with doing that I just really want to rate the books the best I can for what my enjoyment was of it. So that is my rating systems, guys. Long video for a rating system. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you for coming by to the corner, and we will see you guys again. Bye.